hop.
That's what it is.
Hip-hop.
Nick Wiz, turn my headphones up, man.
Hey yo, if you miss hip-hop, just stand up. Reminisce when this drop, get amped up. Any hit that's this hot as an anthem. Do your dance, love, she need a hand, bro.
This is another new Black World Order TV Productions. I got my man DJ Damage Force, Apache, the black vocal sun god, and he's back with us, and he gonna drop that extra science he promised us on that 7th level. What's up, King? How you doing?
Peace, Scar. How you doing?
No doubt.
My name is Apache. A lot of people, they think at, what is a black man doing with the name Apache? You gotta remember, the original tribes that come from India, Asia, meaning the Naga tribe.
Okay.
Basically, a lot of people talk about the 5% is not real or gods, they don't know what they're talking about. Well, they use science, which is knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I mean, that's easy for a lot of people that can sit there and do that. If I'm going to talk to you, I don't use knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I use it mentally, but as far as explaining myself, I go and use dictionary meanings. I do use thesaurus meanings. I use my own research that I did, cross-referencing, looking into this fact. The fact is that they say that the Asiatic black man is a tribe that comes from Asia. Well, they call him the Asiatic black man. Some people call him a different name. What I found out by looking and researching this myself, and you can find it on YouTube, that in truth, that the true avatar,
right,
is the black god.
Okay.
And to tell you the truth, that just represents something that a lot of people don't understand, because that god basically existed 20,000 years before Christianity, Islam, and any other known
Judaism.
Culture of religion.
Okay.
I say culture of religion because that's exactly what it is. Every culture got their own religion, so it's a culture of religion.
Okay.
Basically, if I'm going to talk about knowledge, wisdom, understanding, okay, let's talk about how many black kings ruled before the white man came to Africa.
Okay.
Let's talk about how many queens ruled before the white man came to Africa.
Okay.
We didn't come to America and go steal them and bring them to Africa. They came to Africa and stole us. But what they forgot, that Asia and Africa used to be one continent.
Okay.
Basically, they have it as two different continents.
And this more than likely was before they even named it Africa or Asia.
Exactly. They had other names for it. Some people, because if you go back and do this, you can look at the true maps. The ancient kingdom of Kemet was large, very large. They had armies.
Right.
Believe me.
It extended all the way up into what they call Palestine.
Okay. The point was, they had more soldiers at the time than Egypt. Well, a lot of people don't believe that, but look at the history, look at the facts.
You talking about in the Indus Valley?
Like I don't know exactly, because I didn't finish that research. Somebody took that book back, right?
Okay.
So like what I do is I go and search all type of history books. I look in high school history books. I look in college history books. Then I go to the library and look in old dictionaries. You find true maps in I got a book that I found 1918, and it shows a map of Africa that doesn't exist today.
Okay.
So what I do is I go and research from that, and I go looking for other things. By accident, I discover knowledge, like I was talking about the black god, the Naga tribe, which a lot of people say the black Asiatic tribe doesn't exist. Hello, open up your brain. We're here. We're right in front of you. We are the true black Indians. Just remember that.
Right. Dravidians.
Right. The point is, you have the brothers who talk about Hebrews.
Okay.
Black Hebrews.
Okay.
And they sit here and they talk about the King James version of the Bible. Okay. I'll give them that.
What's up with the King James version of the Bible? Can it be trusted?
No, because there's two versions. There's the satanic version, and then there's, I think they call it the gay version.
So what do you think when the Hebrew Israelites say that King James was a black man and an Israelite?
That doesn't make sense.
But they say it does.
It doesn't make sense because the Hebrew nation was all the way over there. The Asian nation, which was also black, was all the way over there. Yes, we had seeds from each other. The point is, the woman is the center of the universe, right?
Yes, sir.
So she created more than one tribe. Each person born is a new tribe. Those established as the Hebrew version as the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
How come they left Asia out?
Right. Right.
So that's half the knowledge.
So you saying the 12 tribe chart is incorrect?
Yes, it is. Because you go around the world, there's still islands undiscovered by the human hand on the outside of that culture.
Okay.
That is darker than us.
Okay.
And they're just finding this out.
Right.
So I'm saying, well, this means that they was on this island, they didn't have no clothes, they didn't have no type of modern technology, TVs, radios, nothing. They were still pulling the bark off of trees, eating worms.
I gotta ask you that again. You sure that King James wasn't black and he wasn't an Israelite?
Well, every version I see of King James, he's too light to me. That means that
And why would a racist white army at that time in history be that obedient to a black man?
I don't know.
That's a good question, right?
I don't know. You got me there. You got me there. But,
Wait a minute. Oh well. White men showed up in Jamestown.
Right.
The empire that King James ruled.
Yeah.
Were white men showing up in foreign lands to dominate non-white people.
Right. Exactly.
Why would these men who had a disdainment for non-white people be obedient to a black King James? So if King James was black, how did those white men who hated black stomach him being their leader? See,
I don't think so then.
So King James couldn't have been black. He couldn't have been an Israelite.
He couldn't. I mean, from listening to what you're saying, I still can't fathom that because there's too many things. You got
ISUPK teach this.
Okay.
You got GMS teach this.
Okay.
You got AOC who teach this. Right? You got GOCC that teach this. You got the One West camps. You got multiple black Israelite organizations that teach that King James was not a homosexual.
Yeah, but they have a version that proves that he was.
And also they teach that King James was a black man darker than you.
Okay, now here's the point. King James existed at the same time as Sodom and Gomorrah. Proven in their own Bibles that they wrote.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the point. When they talked about Sodom and Gomorrah, when they walked in there, they seen sodomy happening between two males, two women. Sodom, Gomorrah, right? Okay, the point of the fact was, this was a teaching inside the James Empire.
Okay.
It was a way of life.
So he practiced that?
Openly, just like the Romans did. Come on, man.
So why would the Israelites claim him as one of their own?
I don't know, because
they say they hate faggots.
Yeah, well, that's kind of some...
They say
I don't know, right there.
That's a mental illness.
Right there, to me, that would prove that somewhere along the line, or somewhere along the bloodlines, things got blurred and other people stepped in, because just like even in Egypt, they showing ISIS as a white woman. Right. But there was many different ISIS.
But I saw pictures of King James' mother and father in his family.
Were they darker than...
No, they white light, milky white.
So
Europeans.
Would they have?
I saw pictures of his children.
All right. Would they have a pigmentation problem?
No, they don't.
Okay.
You remember what most of the Israelites use is, you see when they used to paint pictures with the black icons.
Yeah.
They take that darkness to mean that they are black people.
Yeah.
But that's the way they painted pictures. That's the way they painted pictures.
Even statues in Russia.
Right.
Even statues in Asia, because you go looking for those images, you'll find out that the true Madonna is black. It's a black image. It's a black statue holding a black child.
But I agree with that. But the King James situation is a little far-fetched. They reaching on it. I think they reaching hard on it.
Well, you want to hear this? Because you caught me by surprise with this. I wasn't ready for this.
Right.
But what you're saying is the truth. But I couldn't sit there and say that King James was a black man because I didn't study King James. Only study what they said. You know, when you're in the 5% nation, this is the reason why I tell you
Right.
I have nothing against none of the brothers because
Right.
they taught me a lot of stuff. It's sort of like restrictions to it. Oh, you gotta read this book. You gotta read that book. You gotta read that book. Well, why can't I read this book? Why can't I read that book? You know, and why can I only eat this? Why can I only eat that? The Holy Quran and the 5% lessons mirror each other. But it's not the same thing because it broke off. It's a broke off piece of the culture of Islam.
Okay.
Okay, now, how the culture of Islam infiltrated into Africa and Asia at the time was during the King James version, the King James
Era.
time,
Okay.
the King James era. The point is, you know what I'm saying? You're going to make me go and look this up.
Right.
The thing about it is, all I know that King James didn't seem, by with the images that they portrayed it as of him as a black man.
Okay.
They never portrayed him like that.
Okay.
They never portrayed it. The images, like if you go and look at a image of a statue in a museum and it has a man with a beard, long, curly, and his hair is all curly, but when you go and you look at the country where they have this established, the people look totally different. So
Right.
how could they, meaning
They could be occupiers.
right, like Iraqis
Right.
and whatnot,
Right. Because the original people from that land that they called today Iraq were African people.
right.
But today, the demographics are quite different.
Yeah, because it contains now Pashtun, if I'm correct, Pashtun tribes.
Pushtun, yeah.
Pushtun, all right,
Uh-huh.
and other Afghani and other nations.
That C group.
Right.
When you're
But
talking
see,
about genetics.
Yeah, but they have more than one type of how you say it
There's not many A and B genetic markers there anymore.
Well, no. What it is that they are spread out. They're the same people, but this one went over to that tribe. That tribe, he saw a wife, engaged with that woman, had a new person born.
Right.
That person.
So therefore, the genetic marker went in a different direction.
It went in a different direction. This is the same thing, and this is how they use, how they say, the dumbing down of Egypt.
Okay.
That's how Egypt became white. Just like they trying to portray King James as a black man. Come on, if you see the images of him, it don't mix. It's something wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of change the subject here. Last time we talked with you, you made a reference to the 7th level. Could you go in on that right fast for us?
Well,
what's the 7th level?
Well, some people look at it 7th level because, like, I'm not talking about nothing in the knowledge of God or nothing like that because I don't use it. I don't care who comes at me and who says whatever that I'm wrong. I've been in the nation for too long. The problem is, it's constricted. Now, the 7th level is supposed to be a level of nirvana. That's the pure existence of God. That's when God reaches his final climax. He's there. He's reborn in that image, an image of that's like how you say it, a pure energy that it reflects out to other people. Other people will be able to channel off it. That energy is called melanin.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't understand. When you get to the 7th level, that's when you see the pure melanin streams. That's when you feel that aura. That's when you feel the energies around you. If all the black people got together in one spot and just stood there and just didn't do nothing, that fight, argue, shoot, smoke, get high, drink, whatever, if they all did this at one time, they would reach the 7th level.
Okay.
I can't tell you that I've reached it, but I've seen it. You know why? I'm not going to sit here and make you go into some type of spiritualism.
You seen it with your physical eyes or your third eye?
All right. I'm going to let you know, I have a thing that I was born with where I astrally travel. Now, this is the next level that he understand what I was talking about, the 7th level. In the 7th level, I could spiritually leave my body and move around and see actions around me. I'll be in places that I've never seen before. I see creatures, I see things.
Out-of-body experiences.
Right, exactly. But in the 7th level, I see things just before they happen. A lot of people don't believe me.
Premonition.
Right, but when I come back, and I come back to that level, I don't recognize that this was supposed to be, how you say it, an omen to let me know that something is going to happen. That something that may be against me or for me is going to happen, and I have to be aware so I don't lose that chance or have to resist that chance. Because constantly I'm in a constant battle with the devil at all levels. So right now I'm on the 7th level with the devil in that actual form because they attack me in my sleep.
Okay.
You ever heard about that statement, I was rolled by the witch in my dreams?
Or you the monkeys on your back.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Well, I keep having the same dream every night I go to sleep, and every time, just before I wake up, it flashes. I'm still in that actual form. Everything looks like that. What you call that? That type of color, sepia or something like that, where everything turns grayish.
Right.
And I can see everything around me. I can feel everything, and it's like I'm talking to you. The only thing is, my interactions go all the way until I wake up, and sometimes I lose the message in between there. So right now, that's just like the true Avatar. He had to go, in the movie, okay, we're going to talk about that. In the movie, he had to go to creatures. They call spiritual creatures.
Right.
He had to go to the creatures in order to see what he can do. The thing about it is, he already had the power in the true version of the Naga people.
Right.
He's the God. He's the one, the black Buddha.
It was already inherently within him.
Right, he's the Buddha. But it took him to realize he already had it in it. In the movie, they use all this that changed it, and they also put not an Asian, not a dark-skinned Asian, not even a brown-skinned. They put a white person in that image of the Avatar, but in the background,
Talking about Jake.
they had all the people were Asian.
Okay.
So this is where the concept of the movie is some truth and mostly lies.
Right.
Because it's proof that there was a black Asian. Because in the movie, those people are very dark.
Right. If you look at the Khoi Khoi or the San people.
Yeah, the Song people for say, because something that I also that came across with the same thing, also referring to that, I was looking into that, the Song people, and I found something. It's on Facebook and it's on YouTube about the Chinese have a genetic connection
To the Khoi Khoi.
with the black African race.
Right.
But it goes more
Just before
farther.
they even came up out of the geographical location that we call Africa to go into the geographical location that we call Asia.
Okay, true
Right.
that.
They were here before that.
But what was the continent name before that? Because they have a different name.
Many
for
different people call it Mu, some people call it Pangea. Some
Pangea.
people use these various different names, but the word Pangea, you know, Pan is Greek.
Greek. I know
Right.
that, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That
So
was
it
the
couldn't
name
have
given
been-
to him by the Romans.
Right. So if white people were late coming into the game, the continent one mass couldn't have been called Pangea.
Yeah.
That's a word that they use to describe something that took place long before they were able to
Right.
use a terminology.
Just like, look at Africa. How did it get the name?
Right.
The Roman general, let's get it straight. Look this up.
General.
General Leo Africanus. He was a Roman general. If you look at it, he was the mirror of the movie Gladiator.
Right.
That movie mirrored his life. Because you gotta remember, in the movie, oh, you were a slave. Oh, that's what a lot of people got lost. Slave, how could you be a slave? Think about this. The Romans enslaved people too, but they put them in their army. They conscripted them in their army.
Right.
Africans, as they call Nubians, Asians, they had a different name for them then.
Right.
Just like the Japanese. If you go and look at the Japanese, they even have more of a cultural connection with us than anybody knows.
Right.
Cause right now we got a lot of people confused about the Bible, the Holy Quran. So I say like this: if you're confused about both of those, even if you're confused by the Nation of Islam, which a lot of the white people, no offense, I have white friends, like y'all say I have black friends. Well, I have a lot of white friends. I have a lot of Asian friends. I have Jewish, Greek, you name it, even Afghani friends. Now, the point I'm trying to say is, when you change someone's way of life, to something that you're imposing on another person, you strip part of that from them.
Right.
You don't strip the whole thing. But basically, white people strip the Africans of their true culture and true knowledge, because still to this day, they still don't understand that, like I said, the black God is a representation of the true God. Most people say, oh, but the Bible was written by the hand of man. How many times? Let's see, 6 million times.
Yeah.
Okay, if the Bible was rewritten 6 million times, that gives the Bible one chance of error every time it's rewritten.
Right.
So if there's 6 million words in it, there's 6 million lies in it too.
Okay.
Just like the Holy Quran. Why does the Holy Quran mirror the Bible?
Right. Right.
You go to one certain part of the Bible, they call Joseph something else in the Islamic nation.
Yusuf.
Just like they call just like, okay, here's another thing. No offense, brothers, I know if you Islamic and you're black, you're a slave.
Right, Abdullah, Abid.
It means that
Slave.
a slave to Allah. I'm not no slave to Allah.
Or Jesus.
Look, first of all, I already recognize that this is gonna bring me so much controversy, but I don't care. It's about time black people wake up and see the truth. All right, you know who the true Illuminati is?
It's us.
You know who the true ISIS is?
Yeah. You
It's
know
a man-created thing.
Right, you know who the true thought is? Tahuti.
Look, all that ignorance that's going on right now, because, you know, I'm going to have to break it off.
Right.
I got a lot of respect for you, man. I thank you. Yo, brother gave me the pen. This necklace, I've been looking for one.
Right.
Yo, that's peace.
No doubt,
Yo,
no doubt.
All I'm saying is, I represent the black race as a whole. I'm not Hebrew. I'm not Islamic. I'm not this or that. Look, I'm just one person, one blood, the black blood. I mean, I have nothing against anybody else. I'm bigging up myself like any other culture bigs up their self.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
I'm supposed to. That is the one problem that is wrong with our culture. We rather tear it down
Then build it up.
than build it up. And then blame everybody while we sit in our own, excuse the expression, shit.
Right.
And eat right there too.
No doubt.
Alright, well, you know, no offense, but I got respect for every culture, religion, nation. I read a lot of documents from Islam, the Hebrews, the white Hebrews, the Christian. Look, I'm gonna give you something that you can read. Read this book, The Holy Pibby.
By who? What's the author name?
I don't know the author's name, but it's a black Bible, and it's further beyond
The King James
the
Version.
King James Version.
Okay.
Because you gotta remember, when people came in to Africa, they stole every knowledge that they could, because first they learned at our universities. The first university was built in Mali.
Yeah, Timbuktu.
That was how many years before the first Roman church was built? That was before the first Roman Colosseum was built. But just like if we talk about the song and all this, we can't forget about the Dogon. The Dogon. My bad, because right now, you know.
Right. The Dogon.
The Dogon people. There's a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about.
Nomos.
Like this. Here's something. You want to find out about a warrior tribe that was basically slaughtered to close to existence? The Mau Mau. Go and look up the story of the Mau Mau. Then anybody who got a problem with what I have to say, come back and talk to me respectably, and we can politic, all right? Because I use this. I don't use this unless I have to defend myself.
To do it.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm just a man.
But in an intellectual conversation, you don't need your
Exactly.
hands.
Exactly.
You need your mind.
I need my mind, because you know why? My mind is the only thing that keeps me levitated in 360 degrees of melanin. Peace. That's all I'm going to say.
This is another New Black World Order TV Productions. We thank the vocal sun god for coming out building with us. DJ Damage Force Apache, y'all check him out. You also on?
I'm on SoundCloud, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook under my government name, Keith Jackson.
Okay, no doubt. So when you gonna come back with us again and stretch out with us. We appreciate you coming through.
Well,
we
I'm trying
always
to work on
do.
something. I'm working on a track, a new spoken word. Look, I took spoken word to the next level, and I took rap to the next level, because rap is garbage. Nobody's saying anything anymore in rap.
Right.
All they talking about is shaking butts. Fuck that, thought. She's a bitch, he's a hoe,
Right.
he's this, she's that.
It's
I got
predictable.
this, I got
all
that.
of it's predictable.
Right, now, all of it is actually sounding like they use the same beats.
Right.
This is what I'm doing. I'm taking it back to the verses, because I can spit fire, you know what I'm saying? I can sit there and use it in spoken word form. Matter of fact,
Go ahead and spit something for us.
Let's see, it goes 1 for the black is to uplift and excel. 2 is account for plastic people to grip reality. 3 is for Apache to unleash my fury. Returning the lost to unscheduled reality. Damn, it's for Apache, I'm on a mission for justice. Flipping the strip as devils fall. Motivating minds with the words I use. I'm tired of having the inner city blues. 1224, it's a struggle to live. Bullets fly as young males die. A mother sold a child for a triple beam. 100,000 unemployed on welfare. Economic oppression. The new one from recession that keeps my race into a deep depression. Come little black, you hold your heads up high. This is a hard line combined reality. Peace to the tribe of endangered species. Boom, tick tock, boom.
All right, no doubt. Peace, and we out.